guys, well, we are here today and I wanted to show you a little bit of where I get a lot of my information from and how I know so much about avocado growing in the backyard. Simply because here on this property, as you could see, there are thousands of avocado tree, exactly 3,150 avocado trees, all in different stages. Okay, so this is where I get a lot of my knowledge from, and I wanted to bring you a little closer in. This property consists of 22 acres. We are in Southern California off of Avocado Highway, right off the 15 freeway. I wanted to bring you in closer to show you how we do it big style, right? You got plenty of fruits. These are the fruits that will be ready in the next 2-3 months, even though some are ready to go. This can be picked right now. And we also have our new flowers that will be pollinated and set fruit for the following year. Today we're going to talk about irrigation, fruit setting, pollination, mulching, grafting, all that good stuff. Here we have lots and lots and lots of roads, obviously unpaved roads. So you really need an off-road vehicle to travel the entire lot. We are not going to be going through the entire lot because that will take us forever. But as you can see, all our trees are ready to be picked. Here, picking happens in seasons and in different stages. You don't pick the entire tree all at once. As you can see, this guy has little tiny babies still, small guys, right? Here we have a mixture of different fruit trees. All right, so I wanted to give you a little breakdown on what exactly is growing on this grove. As we already talked about, here we have 22 acres of avocado trees, lots and lots of fruits. Fruits that are ready this year, fruits that will be setting for next year. Every season is different. On the lot, we have several varieties. The number one commercially grown avocado is going to be your Hass avocado. These are the number one commercially grown avocados here in California. Honestly, I think it's grown commercially all over the world for many different reasons. One of it, you get a nice good size avocado that people are going to be paying even $1.50 for one avocado. I've seen prices in the $2 per avocado. However, when you bundle them up, you get 5 avocados for $4. You get 5 avocados for $5. That's how you could sell it. There are other varieties that give you a much larger avocado. For example, the queen avocado. The queen avocado, look it up. It's a beast. It's that big. Super creamy, delicious, a small pit, but you can't sell it. What are you gonna do? Sell the avocado for $5-6 for one of them? No one's gonna buy it. So they came out with this decision 100 years ago that this is the way to go with the Hass avocados. Hass avocado is a type A avocado tree. They say you need a pollinator as a type B, for example, the Fuerte. We do have Fuertes mixed in the grove, maybe 100, 150 of them throughout the grove. but I honestly don't know if it's really absolutely needed. Is it an improvement and will help pollinate and help produce a better yield? Absolutely. Is it needed to generate fruit? I don't think so. That's my opinion. Here, the bees do all the work. Let's take a walk. So when you're talking big numbers, big avocado trees, lots of land, you need to get all the help you could get as far as the bees, pollinating, irrigation, watering, mulching. So as you could see over here, you let the avocado tree do its own mulching. So all this is just its standard leaves. Okay, so you can see that it's already a little different color from here where there were no leaves to here where there's the leaves. This simple 2 inches of leaf mulch maintains a lot of moisture and the trees love it. I don't know if you could see down over here, most of the avocados are grown on an actual hillside. The reason why is because avocado trees have shallow roots. Most of them are within the first 20 inches of the soil. So the first 12 to 20 inches of the soil is where 90% of the roots are. Greater than that, you don't have that many roots. Yes, you do have the major long taproot. Some say it's about a meter, like 3 feet, 4 feet long. I really don't know. I've never dug up a tree that big to actually verify how big that taproot is. However, the roots do not like to be sitting in water. That's why growing in clay soil is very hard to do. Nothing grows. Your fruit just falls off. Your tree gets soggy. It's not happy. This tree right here has a ton of avocados. As you can see, all of them have avocados on them. Avocado trees like to produce heavily 5 years into the growth all the way up to 30 years. After the 30-year mark, the production starts declining. That's when you want to go in, cut off 80% of your tree, and regraft new grafts. This way, you still have an amazing rootstock. For example, this tree right here, it's only 16 years old. And that's actually from a smaller rootstock. This is also the Hass avocado. But you get some that are 50 years old, 60 years old. It's a beautiful sunny day. The trees love it. If you look at my other videos, you'll see how to take care of a baby avocado tree. These massive trees do not need that much care as far as protection. They don't need shade cloths. They don't need their trunks to be painted. The natural canopy does it all for them. The trees love the sun, just like we love the sun, but we want to be on the beach instead of roasting under the sun, right? So the trees help their neighbors out. We have trees every 15 feet away from each other, even 20 feet away from each other. And the canopy protects the flowers, protects the BBs, which is the small little fruits, all throughout the year, throughout the growing season. The mulch protects the soil, retains that water, so we don't get a $5,000 water bill every month. Obviously, August, September, October are very expensive months for watering, and we can get big, hefty bills for $5,000 water bills. However, through January, through March, you don't get that much water bills. On average, for a lot like this, you're looking at about $1,000 to $1,500 in today's market rate with the utilities. Right now we are in June. It's the first week of June. Beautiful sunny California. Again, I think what I told you, we're already in that season where fruits are ready to be picked, and you also have new flowers with new baby beads. See? This is a new little baby bead, a little BB. This is going to be remaining on the tree for a whole year, and it'll be ready next year at this time for the harvesting. As you can see on the floor, these avocados are actually good avocados, but why are they on the floor? That is naturally done. The tree likes to prune off its own fruits that are not as strong, not as healthy. When you have this many, you're not going to go in and individually thin out each branch. That's impossible. But when you're gardening in the backyard, that's where your passion and your love comes, because you can dedicate time to each tree, each leaf, each flower, and give it the love and care it needs. That's why the first 5 years of the avocado tree growth is very important. That's why we put paint on the new growths, just like we put sunscreen on, so it protects the bark from bark burn. Once you get that bark burn, there's no recovering from that. The tree will not grow as healthy as it's supposed to. It will not generate new growth. It will not generate new leaves, beautiful leaves, the way they're supposed to. The bark burn is very bad for the trees and young trees. And it's irreversible. You do not want to have that happen to your young trees or your older trees. However, once your trees get big, as you can see, let's take a look at this pan over here. All these avocados, all on the hillside, and their own natural canopy protects their new growth, their new leaves and branches. So you don't have to worry about that. But the first 5 years of the tree's life, whether you're growing it at home, grafting it, buying one from the store, you want to take good care of it the first 5 years. They say it takes 3 to 7 years for an avocado tree to actually bear fruit. That makes sense. I've had trees that give me fruit the first 3 years. I plopped it in the dirt, and then I've had some trees that they take 6 full years to give me one fruit, and the entire 6 years you're there waiting like, what's going on? Should I dig this thing up? Is this a dud? It doesn't work? Give it time. Trees, you have to be patient. And once you're patient, let them grow big and strong, then you'll reap all those rewards and get some of that delicious fruit that we all love. Right now is my favorite time of the year because we get to eat avocados every single day. Guacamole, parties. Oh man, it's a great time of the year. So it's a good idea to have bees around your avocado trees. It helps with that pollination process. So the bees, the honeybees, do a good job at taking care of that. If you want to increase the bees in your area, plant some native flowers. Your trees are going to love it. Why? Because the bees are going to go to those native flowers and then they're going to hop around from tree to tree and pollinate your little blossoms. In the event you don't have many bees in your area, because it does happen, there are other ways of attracting bees. You can see my videos that go in depth about it. However, one way is to spray your flowers before they open early morning with honey mixed with water. Spray the flowers and then hopefully it attracts the bees. Now, that doesn't work if there's no bees in the area, right? So what you want to do is grab a little paintbrush and go and pollinate each one of your trees. When you're in a small backyard and you only have 2, 3, 4, 5 trees, you can achieve that. On 22 acres, forget about it. So you want to naturally have bees come around and do their job. It's good to have other variety of native plants and other fruit trees. On this lot we have a few pomegranates and citrus trees. We have more peach trees and nectarines. These are also super delicious. Lots of them. See, this one little tree, you are able to go in and thin them out, right? But the tree does a pretty good job taking care of it itself. We also have some of these guys, which are always great. Pomegranates. Pomegranates are delicious. They're great. Actually, I have a really nice pomegranate martini. You can also make a margarita, I guess. And of course the lemons. You know, you can't go wrong with lemons. Lemons are always amazing. Lots of lemons. Anybody want some lemons? Got plenty of lemons to go around here. I think I have about 60 lemon trees throughout the property. All right, guys, for irrigation lines, on 22 acres, you cannot water it by hand. You have to use drip lines. I think we have about 6 miles of drip lines that wrap around the grove. These lines last anywhere from 2 to 3 years, and then you have to do it all over again, depending on if it's in the sun like this or if it's covered by the mulch. If it's covered by the mulch, they last a lot longer. If they are exposed to the sun deteriorates everything. So just like our skin, we want to put some sunscreen on. Irrigation lines, bury them under the sand or under your soil, put the leaves over it, protect it from those UV rays. And watering, it really depends on the type of soil you're growing in. At home, always use a water filtration system to eliminate that harsh, heavy water that our city gives us. Is it good to take a shower and easy? Yeah, no problem. But your trees, especially avocado trees, they don't like heavy water. They don't like hard water. All those water spots you get on your car when you're washing your car, and a little drop of water dries up and you get that little white residue, that's the salts in the water. The way that drop of water dried up, the same thing happens in the soil over your roots. Eventually, all those salt buildups refrain the avocado roots to grow bigger, healthier, and uptake the water and nutrients. Because of that, you will get leaf tip burn or brown leaf tips. I have another video on that alone, so take a look at that. Avocado trees the way back down. Let's go take a look. It's hard to walk uphill and hold the camera straight, but it's okay. We'll do our best. Sorry for a little bit of shaky, but just want to bring you in a little closer so you can see what it is that we're talking about as far as growing avocados. This grove produces every season, every year is different. But last year, we had 160,000 pounds. This year, we are on schedule for reaching 210,000 pounds. All right, guys, and as far as harvesting goes, this is what we use to gather up all our avocados, to then lift it up with a forklift, put it on the truck, and haul it off to the processing plant. These bins are 2 feet tall and they are 4 feet wide. Each one holds a ton of avocados. Here we fill up hundreds of these every week during the fruiting season. And there's a good chance you're going to eat one of our avocados even though you're on the other side of the country, because here in avocado heaven, Southern California, it's actually Avocado Highway off the 15 freeway. This is one of the largest places that the avocado grows great. Well, guys, thank you so much for taking a look at this video. Let me know if you have any suggestions on other topics and what you want to know about the avocado growing process, whether it's from a mature 30-year-old tree all the way down to a little seedling that you start in a little cup of water with the 3 little toothpicks. I'm here for you. Just ask some questions. I'll be glad to answer. This is one of my passions. I love gardening. I enjoy going in and talking to each one of my trees, caressing them, feeling them, making sure they are doing well. The better you treat them, the better they will treat you. Happy gardening. If you like the video and want to get some more updates on other tips on how to grow your avocado trees, whether it's commercially grown or in your backyard, hit the subscribe button, hit that little bell, and you'll get updated on all the videos I'll be posting to the channel. Feel free to leave a comment if you want to know specifically about any part of the avocado tree, the growing process, the maintenance, the fertilizing, pruning, all that good stuff.